This is Northern Telecom in Galway. It's young. It's vibrant. And it's right at the leading edge of today's communications technology.
We have a very sophisticated manufacturing system. In fact, all our process and test equipment is designed by our own engineers. We have flexible manufacturing and just-in-time systems, all of which make for very challenging work, as well as the fact that we're producing some of the most advanced products in the world. Once you've gained this kind of experience, you can command a top job anywhere in the world.
Northern Telecom came to Galway in 1973. We started small with just 30 people. Initially, our major customers were the Irish Post Office, now Telecom, and our North American divisions. We manufactured a low-technology product in those days, the rotary telephone sets and piece parts for inclusion in our pulse PABX.
Today, Northern Telecom in Galway employs 450 people, has over 65 highly qualified electronic, mechanical and industrial engineers and technical specialists. The company is a wholly owned subsidiary of Northern Telecom Limited, the largest manufacturer of digital telecommunications equipment in Canada and the third largest in the world. Worldwide, Northern Telecom employs 47,000 people, operating in 55 manufacturing plants in Canada, the US, England, Ireland, Turkey, Malaysia and Brazil. A Northern Telecom subsidiary, Bell Northern Research, is one of the largest private industrial research establishments in the world. Nearly $650 million was spent on research in 1985 alone, and this is expected to increase fourfold in the next decade.
Basically, this means that we're plugged into a global company with all the resources and research behind it to keep us ahead in the technology race. Here in Ireland, we're part of that race and holding our lead. The telecommunications industry has virtually gone through a revolution in the past decade, and it's still happening. We're constantly reacting to changes in technology, in the marketplace, in our customer needs.
We regularly have new products coming into the manufacturing process. At any one time, for example, we have 60 to 70 new products under development. About 3 years ago, a product's life was 5 to 6 years. Today, the life cycle of a product is about 2 years, and it's getting shorter all the time.
This means that Northern Telecom is always flexible, always on the move, developing new products, introducing new products to manufacturing, adapting existing products to new markets, always looking at new ways of making existing products better and more cost-effective. It's a thriving company, depending for its survival on creative energy, personal excellence and satisfied customers. Value management techniques are used on all existing and new products, and Northern Telecom has one of the leading telecommunications design houses in the country. Northern Telecom products and systems are used in virtually every country in the world. In any one year, it produces 1 million telephone sets. Its electronic PABX customers are telephone companies, businesses, government departments, hotels, hospitals, in fact, anywhere that telephones are used. Markets for the Galway plant are in nearly every country in Europe, in the Middle East, India, Pakistan, and Northern Telecom even sells as far away as Australia and New Zealand.
We have over 30 full-time engineers in the design and development department, working on designs for various customer specifications. Some customers need different design features. Our engineers visit the customers on site and assess their specific requirements. We then design to meet those needs and introduce the product to the manufacturing process.
The driving force of Northern Telecom is the needs of the marketplace. This is why the company places such a high emphasis on customer satisfaction. The company bends to meet customer needs, not the other way around.
Our ability to deliver state-of-the-art technologies, to produce a quality product, and to effectively control costs has been the key to our success here in Galway.
Northern Telecom's Galway plant is an integrated design, development and manufacturing company. A new IBM 4381 is dedicated to design, using 5080 workstations. In fact, the software for this mainframe was developed by Northern Telecom's own design engineers in Canada and is now being marketed by IBM. The system enables engineers to do their own integrated circuit designs. The new computer can also support products in other divisions within Northern Telecom. When Alexander Graham Bell invented the first telephone back in 1874, he had little idea of the revolution that would follow. Today, the differences are fast breaking down between the uses of telephones, of computers, and of data transmission systems. For example, this Northern Telecom system has integrated both voice and data. Northern Telecom prides itself on quality and customer service.
We have very sophisticated quality control systems and procedures. Quality is ensured right throughout the production process through quality control systems and once again by quality assurance at the post-production stage. We do extensive testing, visits to the customers, and everyone from the shop floor up is encouraged to input into the process.
Galway produces 70 different products for over 100 customers in 30 countries. It's absolutely vital, therefore, to manage quality efficiently. In fact, Northern Telecom is the first Irish telecommunications company, indeed one of the few in the British Isles, to have been awarded this international quality mark under the Quasar scheme. Northern Telecom's philosophy of motivating people is very simple. It gives people clear and challenging objectives. People are measured on how they are performing against those objectives, and they are rewarded according to their performance. People therefore know what is expected by the company and what they can expect in return. The proof that this philosophy works is evident from the fact that Northern Telecom does not lose people to other companies in Ireland. Those who do leave the Galway operation tend to move overseas to senior positions within the Northern Telecom Corporation. In fact, two of Galway's former managing directors are now chief executives with Northern Telecom internationally. One of the big advantages of joining Northern Telecom is that you don't just join one of the world's leading telecommunications companies. You join a dynamic industry which is expanding throughout the world. In 1982, Galway employed just 4 design engineers. In 1986, this reached 45. And this growth will continue as the company moves with and ahead of the competition. The experience an engineer gets here means that he or she can command a top job in any of Northern Telecom's facilities throughout the world, or in any other company for that matter.
I've been with Northern Telecom now for 2 years. From the beginning, I've worked with a design team working on various design projects, which involves not alone the design phase, but introduction straight through to manufacture. At the moment, I'm working on additional features for our private automatic branch exchange.
Northern Telecom in Galway is an Irish company. Within just 7 years of its establishment in Ireland, this company was totally Irish managed and still is. While it is part of an international company, it's autonomous. Northern Telecom is committed to Ireland. In fact, in Ireland, Northern Telecom sources some £20 million worth of materials annually. The Irish management team is quite young. The average age is 35, and 1/3 of the entire 450 workforce are graduates. Northern Telecom's Galway staff are highly motivated and creative in bringing technology to bear on practical problems. The atmosphere in Galway is one of flexibility, even informality. There's no clocking in, for example. There's a personal and practical approach to doing things. Northern Telecom has a high commitment to training, to innovation and to further education. Many staff are funded by the company to do postgraduate degrees in third-level colleges throughout Ireland. Northern Telecom tends to attract, therefore, some of the best people, and the company gives them room to develop. This shows results when Northern Telecom's own people go abroad. For example, of the 15 awards for excellence given to engineers in Bell Northern Research in Canada, 2 went to former employees of Northern Telecom, Galway. In Galway, there is continual opportunity for career advancement, since the company's philosophy is to promote from within. Already, Northern Telecom is planning an extension of 40,000 square feet to its current plant. Recruitment is underway for people who have the talent, the energy, and the practical skills to join this high-technology team. In short, Northern Telecom is on the move, bringing technology and people together at the leading edge of one of the most exciting industries in the world.